Hey everybody, it is Steve Cook with Premier Guitar and PremierGuitar.com. Welcome to First Looks. Before I get into this instrument, I want you to click and I want you to subscribe so you don't miss anything from Premier Guitar. Check it all out. It's all out there. So much great stuff, so much great gear, so much great new gear. Like this right here. This is the Fender, hold on, give me a second. The Fender Vintera II Road Worn Limited Edition 60s P-Bass. Let me tell you a story about a P-Bass. So I moved to town, that would be Nashville, Tennessee, 20-something years ago. And I had just left a band, and I had all these great modern 5-string instruments active and the like. And so I got a gig here in town with an independent artist, and the musical director, who had been in town for a while, said, hey, where's your P-Bass? I did not have a P-Bass, because you know what? I had just finished conquering the world with my 5-string active, and I did not need that. And then I learned very quickly that you do need a P-Bass of some kind in your arsenal. I also learned that that Nashville looks for P-Basses. I would imagine New York, Chicago, you know, LA, everybody else is looking for P-Basses too, because it's tried and true. I mean, it's been around for decades and decades, and there's a reason. It has a thing. A P-Bass, where do you even start with a P-Bass? It has a home in every genre of music, and there's a reason for that. It sits in the mix beautifully. You've heard this bass on countless recordings. And again, everybody needs one in their arsenal. I have one in my arsenal now. And not this one, but this one would be a great addition. So what makes this one so cool? Well, what Fender's done is they've taken their Vintera II series and they've put out this limited edition Road Worn. And this Road Worn is not crazy relic, so you don't have like the road rash and the buckle rash and all the marks, you know, the arm marks and everything. That's left up to you. But what they've done is they made this bass feel like a coat or a familiar pair of shoes, where they're not worn out, they're just worn in. And so you have this neck that feels great. This is a C-shape neck, and what they've done is they've sort of aged this a little bit right here in the money area that's below the 5th fret, and then you have a little bit of aging up here when you know, at the 12th fret, when you decide to get adventurous. But this neck feels amazing. The body is not too heavy. It's got this nice belly scoop, alder body, by the way. And then what they've done with the finish is they have this this lacquer, and then they put a semi-gloss on it, and it's got this light checking. And even the tuners are slightly aged. So why is this cool? Well, again, the aging process, of course, there's a debate in the relicing and not relicing, you know, go create your own monster sort of thing. This is a head start. This is like a little bit of a head start on the relicing process. And so it feels broken in, it feels comfortable, which is nice too, but you're not over reliced in some kind of crazy way. But the checking is really, it's minute. I tried to get it on the camera and I just couldn't. It's there, but it's super tiny, so it's waiting for you to gig. So let's talk about some of the ingredients on this beautiful instrument. We have reverse open gear tuners. This neck is maple, and it's kind of not roasted, but it is kind of worn in, aged. I don't know the coloring process on that, but it's cool. I mean, and again, it just feels vintage. Rosewood board. We have the dot markers, vintage tall frets, the torque guard. We have, of course, volume and tone controls. We have the vintage saddle bridge, and then we have the 60s voiced split pickups. Now, what does a P-Bass do? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through, you know, sort of some sounds, and I'm going to start with the treble all the way down. Now, my sweet spot on a P-Bass is at about 75% on the treble, which is the opening clip, but I'm going to run you through, and you can hear how the pickup opens up. This bass is a little warm. It's a little dark, which I love. It has just a thing. Like I said, it sits right there in this mix. So let me turn this treble all the way down, the volume all the way up, and let's noodle as we would, and see what we got. So now I'm going to roll that treble up just a little bit, and it'll get a little bit more spanky. And notice as the treble comes up, I'm going to play it a little bit harder. So, well, let me do you or not do you a favor and play. That's with the treble all the way off. And I'm going to roll it up a little bit now. And now we're going to go a little higher on that treble, and you'll hear how the pickups open up and breathe a little bit. Let's roll it up a little bit more. And now we are all the way up on this treble control. So again, and forgive me for being unprepared. Let me grab a pick. Hold on. Ta-da. And so you can hear this too, and I'll play one of my favorite 90s bass lines. But this bass sounds, it just sounds so... It sounds so wonderfully rich. It sounds so wonderfully smooth. I don't like to use that word warm over and over again, but man, it feels warm, like a sweater. And again, I wish you could reach through the screen and not choke me, but I wish you could reach through the screen and like feel this neck, because this neck is wonderfully comfortable. The vibe of this bass in particular, to me, is it, because it feels great, it sounds great, it has all the things, checks all the boxes, makes everything happen. But don't take my word for it. Go down to your local store, check it out for yourself, and then come back and watch the videos that you've liked and subscribed for on Premier Guitar, including this one, and say, yeah, Steve kind of made a point there. And you know, it's nice to do that every now and then. But thanks for checking this video out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.